rookie push-up for this exercise. So rather than doing your push-up from your feet, we're just going to do it from our knees. Now, very important with this one, you've got to maintain a straight line from your shoulder to your knee. Where people go wrong with this one is they lift their bum and it takes away the core engagement. So we want to make sure that we're not doing that. Because you're on your knees and it's a fairly easy push-up, let's try and make it nice and deep. Let's go down all the way and come straight back up. Your turn to try this one. Torso and knee drop for this one. So you can see I'm starting in a tabletop and then I'm rolling from side to side. Now I'm allowing my arms to support me. It's hitting the floor. I'm rolling right over until my hands touch each other and my knees are on the floor, and then I'm rolling back to the other side. Your turn to try this one. Hindu push-up for this exercise. So feet and hands at shoulder width, raised right up to start with, and then it's a dipping push-up. So you're going to dip all the way down and work your way back to the top again. Your turn to try this one. Let's grab a pair of dumbbells for this next segment. For this exercise, we're going to work some shoulder presses, but we're going to do them unilateral. We're going to do them one side at a time. So you can see that I'm pressing with my right arm while the left arm is remaining static. And when we finish the set, we're going to switch it up and work the other side. Now, make sure there's no rotation of the wrists and keep your knees slightly bent in order to protect your back. And let's go from there. Your turn. This one's a nice difficult variation of a lateral delta raise. So you can see my left side is just holding that T position isometric, and then I'm doing my reps with my right. What you got to be really careful with this one is make sure that your wrists don't snap forward. You've got to try and keep them nice and tight the whole time. Make sure the movement stays nice and lateral, and you've got a slight bend in your knees in order to protect your back. Your turn to try this one. Working some unilateral hammer curls for this one. So very important to keep your elbows tight and tucked in by your side. And you can see that I'm holding isometric on one side and doing my reps on my other side. Having this hammer or neutral hand position is going to really help with hitting not just the biceps, but also your brachialis and lateral triceps to some extent as well. Your turn to try this one. unilateral skull crushers for this exercise. So very important to start off with that neutral hand position, just drawing a pair of parallel lines with your arms, and then we're going to hit the skull crushers on one side, making sure you're minimizing any movement in your elbow, and then we're going to hit the other side as well. Then we're going to finish off by doing a bilateral set, so doing both sides at the same time. Your turn to try it. triceps kickback. So you want to make sure for this one, you pull up a row first so your elbow's nice and high, and then that's your starting position. And then from that point, your elbow doesn't move anymore. So all it is an extension behind you. Make sure you're using the bench for support. Make sure there's a slight bend in your knees and your back's protected through this exercise as well. Your turn to try it. seated upright rows for this one. So you can see I've got a wide base for this one, nice and wide on the legs, and I'm leaning marginally forward. And from here, I'm just allowing the weights to drop in front of me and then picking them up using my elbows. So your elbows are leading the action. Your turn to try this one. Concentration curls. Now this is a great biceps isolation. So you can see I've got my elbow inside of my thigh and supported, and all I'm doing is just pumping out some biceps curls perpendicular to my leg. So I'm going to hit one side and then I'm going to hit the other side as well. Your turn. Well done for finishing your workout, guys.
Please take a few minutes to stretch and cool your body down now.
If you enjoyed this workout segment, please assist us by liking and sharing. Remember to subscribe for your daily workout fix.